All right. Well, good Saturday morning for those of you on the West Coast. Good afternoon for those of you on the East Coast. Good evening for those of you who are in Paris, UK, Spain, other places. We got myself and MJ, Michael Jordan, the very best to ever do it, here every single Saturday. Mr. Daryl Roberts. Good morning, Daryl.
Good morning, man. I get on this call this Zoom every Saturday just to hear you say that, man. You make my day. It makes my week. So it's awesome. I'm doing fantastic and improving. How about you, buddy?
Absolutely incredible, guys. Been another amazing week in the company. Continue to see sales and new people and rank advancements. Again, recognizing where we are as a company, we are what they call pre-momentum. If you've never had momentum, Daryl and I were on a private Zoom the other day. We were describing that to a couple of people. We were with the company, Daryl and I both, and where we saw the sales of the company go from $1 million a month to $10 million a month, like that. And that's what it means to get into momentum. It's like it took all this time just to get to that place. And then it's what Malcolm Gladwell called the tipping point. In fact, if you want a great book to read, you can buy the book, The Tipping Point by Malcolm Gladwell. And it's when something tips, something gets to a certain place where then it just begins to spread like wildfire. And of course, that's what our company's in the process of doing. We are that pre-momentum. We're this company that, my gosh, you're in your 11th year, you're debt-free, you're rock solid, you pay out the paychecks on time every time, as you have for the past 10 years. Your CEO and founder was a finalist for Entrepreneur of the Year. You're doing things in travel that no one's ever done before. People can come here and all the other kind of stuff, right? And nobody's heard of you. You can go down to the local mall with $10,000 in one hand, a megaphone in the other hand, and say, I'll give you 10 grand if you can tell me about Travorium, and your money's safe, right? I mean, that's where the opportunity is when you got a rock solid, self-evident situation where clearly the company's going to keep growing. Clearly it's going to keep getting bigger, bigger, bigger. You hit that tipping point, and all of you guys are in before that big time momentum happens. Now, one of the things we're going to cover today, we're going to cover the secrets of success. We're going to cover the psychology of recruiting. We're going to cover some of those missing gems. Daryl's got a couple slides, a couple videos, as he does every week, bringing some incredible nuggets. But one of the subjects we're going to cover just out of the gate is the value of the Travorium membership. And of course, obviously, we have 3 different levels of membership. We've got silver, we've got the titanium, and then we got the one that everybody does, right? And so we're going to kind of focus in on the one that everybody does. And I'm going to pull up a screen here real quick. We can't get into the getaways and the world tours and show you the pricing, but I'm going to log into a customer of mine's back office. And we're just going to kind of cover some of the things that you get with your membership and break this down several different ways and show you, unequivocally that anybody who gets involved with our company, the kind of value that they're getting. Now, before I do that, I want to come from an historical context. And I mean, Daryl, you can be a huge help here as well, because when you look at the direct selling industry as a whole, this is an industry, by the way, that's, again, a $200 billion industry. It's 20 times the size of the National Football League. We talk about that on a regular basis. And yet most of the companies in this industry, especially if you go back in the day, the days of, Amway and some of those kinds of companies, right? A lot of times those companies had products that, quite frankly, it took a near religious experience to justify the price. They were selling products that, hey, it might be good stuff, but I mean, holy moly. I mean, that stuff is 5 times as much as the stuff I see down at the health food store. Yeah, but our stuff has got better ingredients and it's been sourced and it's this and it's that. And it comes from the jungle of whatever. And again, a lot of times that was just a story, right? So again, the direct selling industry is an incredible industry, but a lot of companies, they're out there selling a product that, I mean, wow, it's a good product, but it's a very expensive product. And when you compare that to what we're doing, where we're selling the one thing everybody wants, people want vacation more than they want vitamins. People want vacation more than they want some new SAA soap. Okay, people want vitamins more than they're looking for a home cleaning product. I mean, people want vacations more than they want home cleaning products, right? So we have something that more people want, and we're not saying, hey, I know it's expensive, but let me tell you why it's so good. We're saying, hey, compared to anyone else in the world, you cannot get it for less. We're going to show you that this membership, you have to go out of your way to have this not be something that's going to be unbelievably valuable, meaning you get more value, save more money than you spend. And while I pulled up that website, Daryl, some of your thoughts about, again, the historical context of products that you've seen in the industry where good product, but it's expensive compared to what we're doing today.
Well, that's the name of the game. I think this whole industry was predicated on, overpaying for a product so that you can actually earn a commission. And that was one of the challenges in the early days of this industry. Again, exactly what you said. You get a product that you can get somewhere else, but they justify it because we've got this extra juice in there, or this something from the tribe in Central America that you can only get this one plant in this one area. So it always had to be a story behind it, and that was the justification for being able to take that price to a whole nother level. And that's just been part and parcel of our industry. I think we're one of the very first companies out there that and I can say this from fact that Marie and I have been in a couple of travel companies back in the day where people really didn't travel, and the travel product really wasn't that good. And then there's other companies that have come out that have been pretty decent, but again, when you added up all the costs for this trip, because you couldn't take just one person. If you did, it was double occupancy, so you had to add more on that. And then by the time you added all those fees in there, you might as well just book somewhere else. But this company, our company, is the first company out there that legitimately has a product that you can show 9.9 out of 10 times is not only better, but much better than other products and services that are out there. Todd, it's not even close.
Yeah, in fact, it's interesting. I was on the phone yesterday with Lee Deem and another gentleman. In fact, if you're out there, Brian, hey, Brian, thumbs up. And he was giving me an education on another major travel company out there, one that a lot of people have heard of. And, he was, getting ready to, he was kind of, thinking that he wasn't, getting the same value over there. He's been with the company for a long time. By the way, he's been with this company since the year 2007. Okay. So this isn't some guy hopping from company to company. He's been there since 2007. But, Lee knew this gentleman. They have a relationship, and Lee was describing what we have here. So we get on the phone, we're breaking it down. He's like, holy moly, over at their company, you have to pay $180 a month. And you have to pay that for 12 months before you can even have one trip. One trip. You have to be there a full 12 months before you get the one trip. One trip. And if you pay the 80 something dollars a month, you get no trips, zero, nothing. No, there's no trips. There's just, you can go save some money on the travel portal, right? And so even in the travel space where, again, they are saving people money on travel, and people can, if you're traveling on a regular basis, save money, but compared to what we're doing and you compare that value, it's not even close.
Well, it's really not. And that's why, I'm so excited about this. And I think that's when true leaders see the vision and value of our company, not only just the travel side of it, but the compensation plan. People that have common sense are saying, you got to be kidding me. Sign me up right now, because there's nothing out there that is close to what we're doing. We just had a lady just sign up probably 10 days ago. She had to wait her 7 days, and then she's booking a trip from Texas to Southern California. Then she's going to Northern California. She's stopping in Las Cruces, New Mexico, etc. So she started booking, and then she just texted me. It was yesterday or the day before. Wow, Daryl, I saved 80% of my $299 just in one trip. And it was, a week and a half of her signing up in our business. You're not going to find that. And she hasn't even got to the points and, the getaways or the world tours that she's going to be able to take, before this year's over. So just right there, my brother that took, hundreds of years before he signed up, hundreds of years, he's heading to Oklahoma here in June. And he actually texted me too. Hey, Daryl, hey, I saved $125 on the DoubleTree. And he was just blown away with that. So again, that's just people just getting started. And he or she doesn't even have a clue of the rest of the value of the world tours, the getaways, and all the rest of the stuff. That's just right off the top, not including the entertainment dollars and all the other stuff. We went to a restaurant out here in Vegas here just a couple of days ago. I think, it was last week, and it's the restaurant that I think Dave's going to be taking some people to coming up soon. And we save 15% off our bill because it's just one in the back office. So there's so many savings, Todd, that we have in this company. Most people just have no clue of how much value this company is. I hope Dave doesn't figure this out, because we truly have an amazing value proposition.
Yeah, you always get nervous. You start bragging about the value because, like, hey,
Yeah.
maybe I'm charging too little. In fact, he's actually had people tell him. I mean, other industry vendors, big vendors in the space say, man, you're just giving your product away. And it's true. I mean, guys, there's incredible value. In fact, as Gerald's talking about the membership, number one, a platinum membership is $125 per month. Okay. Take that times 12 months, you're paying $1,500 a year. Now, some of you might be thinking, yeah, but I got to pay $299 up front. Well, yeah, that's only one time. Over the life of your membership, year after year after year, you're paying $125 per month, which is $1,500 a year. So I'm going to assume you're just a customer. You've not gotten your 3. We'll get to that in a moment. You're just a customer paying your $1,500 a year. Now, when you go back here and you look at our, this is the membership services area. I've logged into the back office here. Under membership services, you can see the travel site. You've got dining and shopping. You've got the entertainment portal. Okay. Just in these 2 categories alone, between the dining and shopping, you get $100 in dining and shopping dollars every single month. Now, maybe you use them all, maybe you don't. I know that we should actually have Maria on for this training because she's back there all the time getting the gift cards and the daily deal. And there's all kinds of crazy things back here that where you can save a ton of money just in the dining and shopping category. And then if you add in the entertainment category, where you can buy show tickets, movie tickets, NFL tickets, all that type of stuff. I can just click on entertainment real quick. Theme parks. In fact, my grandson's birthday is Monday, and he's going to Disney tomorrow. Guess what? We're buying our tickets for Disney in the back office and saving money. And we went to Legoland a couple of years ago with our other grandson. He wanted to go to Legoland. We saved $40 a ticket by buying the tickets in the back office. When we were with Daryl and Maria down in San Diego at the World Tour, we went to the ship Midway. And so we were going to go tour the big ship, the big naval ship. And we were getting ready to go up there and pay. And Maria goes, hold on. We pulled the back office. We could buy the tickets. We saved like $12 or something like that a ticket or something crazy. Again, there's all kinds of movie theaters. My wife and I, we love to go to the movies. I know Daryl and Maria love to go to the movies. I know Lee Deem loves to go to the movies. You can buy your tickets back here, and it's like getting free popcorn. And I like popcorn. Sporting events, right? I'm a big Chicago Bears fan. A lot of you guys know that. My Chicago Bears are coming to Los Angeles to play the Los Angeles Chargers. And so I'm buying my tickets to that game in the back office. I know we've had people, in fact, was it, you had somebody that saved like $75 on their hockey tickets, Daryl?
Yeah, Jim Hammond's out of Texas. He signed up, and again, this was within probably, a week and a half of him signing up in our business. Went to his first Dallas hockey game, and he saved a bunch of money, and he saved money on some other ticket. I forget where else he went. One was the movies and some others. So he had basically saved most of his money just in the back office here before he even took his first trip.
Yeah, and then back here, guys, there's gift cards. There's all kinds of shopping deals back here, right? And that's just in the entertainment category, right? If I back up real quick, I go back to the membership. Click on this right here. Hold on, my Zoom controls got in the way here. So I click on this, go to membership here. I click on dining and shopping dollars. Again, you'll get, $100 every month in this category. And you can see the daily, gift card giveaway. They got Mother's Day. There's all kinds of stay at local shops back here. They got a $500 giveaway coming up. They got the daily deal. Save when dining, save on online shopping. I mean, guys, this is just every month. You got all this kind of stuff back here.
Hey,
and
Todd, Maria has something to say.
Yes.
Todd, you're totally underselling this portal.
I told you we should have Maria on for this segment, but we got the wrong 2 guys here for this segment.
But you're still doing a great job.
Yeah, you're doing a great job, but yeah, it's ridiculous, Todd. The things that are back there, most people have no clue. You should never have to go anywhere and buy a gift for someone else at full price, because if a birthday's coming up, you can definitely get stuff back here and save a bunch of money. If an anniversary is coming up here, you can definitely get stuff back here and save a bunch of money. If there's a holiday coming up, you can definitely, do even your holiday shopping right back here because of all the amazing deals. You want to go to the grocery store, you think the double-digit inflation is getting you down? Well, we even have grocery coupons back here. But again, that's the difference here. And I know I'm shifting gears just a little bit, but we can come right back. guy. That's the difference of treating your business like you spent $2 million and treating it like you spent $299. You know, if you spend $2 million, you're going to be back here. You're going to figure this out even before you, Maria, Gina, or anybody figures it out, because why? You got $2 million in it. That's the biggest challenge that most people fail in our industries, because it's too easy to get in, which means it's also too easy to get out. And that's the biggest challenge. But we have so much stuff back here, Todd. I've never in 35 years seen the value of what we have, the value of what our company offers in the marketplace comparative to what they charge. And then most of us can get it for free. Anybody can, if you want to.
So most people can save the cost of the membership just between the shopping, the dining, the entertainment. Let's pretend for one moment that's not you. Although most people could, let's pretend for one moment that's not you. Put that to the side. Well, then we go to our travel site. And on our travel site, here's where you can book the hotels. You can book flights, cars, cruises, activities, right? Excursions. If you've never clicked on the activities, there's tons of tons of stuff under activity, right? They give you an entire menu. So when you go down here, like select category under activities, select category, you'll see activities, amusement parks, art, culture, classes, workshop, cruises, sailing, food and drink, how to get around, kid-friendly, luxury, special occasions, multi-day, extended, outdoor activities, private, right? Sightseeing tours. I mean, guys, there's a whole list of categories here. Every bit of it places where you can save incredible money. So just go to the
And
travel
Todd,
site for. Go ahead,
Todd,
Mary.
just for one quick second while you're there. And what's really cool about this area too, let's say you don't know the category and maybe you're just wondering, you can leave that, just, you don't even have to click on that. If you just press search, it'll actually bring up all the activities for that particular area.
So here, let's type Las Vegas where you guys live. Demonstrate that. Let's pretend that we're going to be there next weekend and just click on search. Per Maria's instructions. So we are searching thousands of tours and attractions. So guys, just in this category alone, we could sit here all day long. So here's all the different activities, right? Want a helicopter ride? And what Danny Seguin all did this, right? That's why we call him Mr. Purple Lamborghini. When he went to Vegas, he rented a purple Lamborghini and rented a helicopter, right? Went to the Grand Canyon. We did this with Dave. We actually did the dune buggies, not the ATV, but they have an incredible out in the middle of the desert, where you get in the razors of the dune buggies, and you're going over all these huge sand dunes and stuff like that. Absolutely incredible, wonderful. If you've never done it, I mean, put it on your list. We took a private plane that went over the top of the Grand Canyon. So it's one thing to go to the Grand Canyon, it's another thing to be in this private plane where they got these huge windows. You got the headphones on, they're giving you all of the history as you're listening, and they're flying right through the middle of the Grand Canyon, and you get this aerial view. We did that. And of course, obviously, Dave booked it from back here and saved a ton of money, taking us all on that particular trip. So guys, these are just the activities in Las Vegas. As you can see, there are multiple pages of activities here. Now, if we were to go back to just
700, Todd, when you first pulled it up, it showed 747 things.
yeah, like a
can
plane,
actually
right?
do.
747 things to do.
Yeah, and just like Doc Finley, you know, I just saw your text over here. Didn't know all this was back here, and this is the reason why we're going through this today, because there's so many people that don't totally understand the wholeness of what our company actually offers. You got the bits and pieces, and obviously you got the major parts, but some of these little parts can actually turn into major parts. I'll give an example. Yesterday we were doing Zooms, and one particular lady, we were going back here because she said, Daryl, Maria, I'm just disappointed. That was the word she said, and let me say it like she said it. I'm just disappointed. I'm just, I went back here. I'm just disappointed. That's the way she initially said it. Well, she had just signed up recently, I don't know, 8-9 days ago, with one of our key people. And so I said, well, what are you disappointed? Well, I was looking for the Poconos and I didn't know where to go. Poconos? Where's the Poconos? Who goes to the Poconos? Apparently a lot of people like the
Poconos.
Yeah, Pennsylvania. You just came back from there. Long story short, guys, believe me, this was over an hour going through this. I don't recommend you taking that much time, but we went through it with her, and Marie obviously took the lead, and we found out she just was in different places. She didn't know where she was going, and it almost lost her business. Let me tell you what happened. Now, when we went in there, she was talking about, well, Daryl, they've got this one place over there. It's got this champagne jacuzzi bathtub that you can sit in, and I don't see any of this type of stuff back here. Yeah, and she was literally upset. She was I guess she was okay, but she was literally upset. So Maria said, okay, where's that located? She initially said New York. And I said, well, that's probably one of the challenges, but it's in actually, like Todd said, Pennsylvania. So Maria goes to Pennsylvania on the platform 1. People got to be clear. Platform 1, 2, and 3. Even though we say it in the videos, even though we say it a lot of times during the presentations, people get confused. Why? I don't know, but I guess it's just human nature. Long story, even shorter, is that Maria went on there, typed in Pennsylvania, clicked on, typed in Poconos, and they came up, and we went 1, 2, 3 down, about a page or 2 down, and guess what came up? It actually had the picture of the exact place she wanted to go. And our price was $700 less than what she was trying. And she said, oh, you guys just, what was her words did she say? Yeah, because she was cool about it, because she knew she had just messed up. And she said, okay. So my point is guys, you've got to actually go through this. Now, Maria's got some surprises going to be coming up that actually you can click a button or 2 and it'll do it for you. But it is a must to get people to see exactly what we're showing you guys today. Most people have no clue how big this thing really is.
Yeah, and Joe, I want to add to this.
I just wanted to say that, guys, this is just platform 1 that we're doing right now. Todd hasn't even gotten to the good stuff. And that's what we were telling the lady yesterday. We're just on platform number 1, because remember, you want to go anywhere on vacation 24/7 and not be worried about a specific date or anything. You go to platform number 1, because that was my first thought. She wanted a specific hotel. So let's go to platform number 1. Let's search Poconos. Let me see, what were your dates again? And then we just click search, and it immediately brought up everything in the Poconos that was available. So that's important for people to understand. Don't get confused with, your new person. You know what they're going to do? They're going to click on Dreamcation platform. They're going to go right to Getaways and World Tours. They're going to look at the Getaways and go, this is not the same type of pricing. But Todd, you can explain that later about points. Okay. So
hit that while you're here. And then
so Daryl wants me to hit this, because that's what your new person does, is they go to the Getaways, they see the price. But remember, you have to tell your new person the price that you see right there in the Getaways are with you having only 250 points. Those are not, and don't get confused with loyalty points in platform number 1 and travel points in platform 2 and 3. The main thing that you need to focus is on the travel points, but you do have loyalty points, and that's a whole nother thing that we can talk about in another thing, unless Todd wants to go over that. But don't let your new person go willy-nilly all through there. Kind of give them some bullet points so that they are upfront and clear. Hey, as you get more points, you're going to see these Getaway prices come down and get lower and lower and lower, because you have the points necessary to meet that price.
Those are all things you've got to show people, because some people will quit and don't tell you that's the reason. I went back there, and you got to show them a titanium, like Maria said, titanium, you get about 50% savings. Platinums get, up to 80% savings on that. So you have to make sure they're clear when you go back there. Guys, we're going to help you guys out in all of this. Today is just the beginning. I just got a text from a friend of mine. This is a guy that's one of the sharpest guys I know. I've been on this page 100 times, and I've missed activities. So he's been back there 100 times, but he even missed activities. We cannot take it for granted on this.
Yeah, and I wanted to piggyback on what you guys were saying a moment ago, because obviously you had the lady who was upset, and she got on the phone, and of course when she was done, she's all happy. Oh my gosh, I just saved $700. But how many people do we never even get to? They look at it and they, you know what, this is no good. It's bad. I was lied to. They quit. They had no idea they had what they were looking for. They just didn't understand it. And so one of the reasons we're doing the training here today, and I want to also piggyback on what Maria said. One of my personal pet peeves about Trevorium, right? A thing that I don't like is the fact that, as Maria said, when you're brand new, you've only got 250 points. So when you go to the Getaways, you can't see the pricing that you're going to have as your points accumulate. And that just drives me nuts. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it, right? That if it's not, it is what it is. You don't have enough points yet, but people go back there and then they go, on the Zoom, they were showing places you could go for nothing. I mean, I don't see anything like that back here. because you've only been here 2 days. I mean, give it every month as you accumulate more points, you'll see that pricing come down, come down, come down. You get to the 5-month mark, and suddenly you got 1,500 points. You're like, oh my gosh, look at all the places I can go for $10 or $99 or $100 or some for $0. And so again, I say that kind of jokingly when I say my pet peeve is what Maria just describes. Too many people go back there and they misunderstand the getaways and the value from that. And then also, as you're saying, like, Doc Finley and some of the other great people that we have out there in our company, that as often as they've been back here, even though they've gotten incredible value, they still didn't realize the totality of everything that's back here. In fact, by the way, in rental cars, something that we almost never talk about. My buddy, Jeff Trefoot, saved over $1,000 on his rental car. Our buddy, Lee Dean, he's coming out to Las Vegas, Nevada. He's going to be looking at properties, possibly moving out there. He's going to hook up with Daryl Maria for dinner. He got a rental car, saved $300 and something on his rental car. We don't even bring that up in our presentations, guys. I mean, again, you can save the cost of the membership just in the shopping, dining, entertainment. Put that to the side. Pretend you don't. Then if you come over here just to the hotels, I mean, you heard about the lady in the Pocono saved $700 on one hotel. If you add in my buddy Jeff Trefoot, who saved $1,000 on his rental car, that's more than the cost of the membership right there. With one rental car, one hotel, my membership is paid for, right? And we haven't even gotten to the good stuff, as Maria mentioned. So between the hotels, the flights, the cars, the cruises, the excursions, many people will save more than the cost of the membership just in this category. But you know what? Hey, let's put that to the side. Let's pretend that's not you. So let's move to the next platforms of the company. We have the trip incentive, we have the getaways, and we have the world tours. Now, as a platinum member, you are getting 3,000 points per year. Now, with those 3,000 points, that's going to give you 2 trips per year that you can go on because, most trips are around 1,500 points. And then you have the trip incentive, which does not require points. So again, I'm assuming you didn't save the cost of the membership with shopping and dining. You didn't save the cost of the membership with the travel portal, the flights, the cruises, the activities, the rental cars, right? We're going to put it all on the getaways, the world tours, and the trip incentive. You're paying $1,500 a year, but you're getting 3 actual trips. Well, we spent a lot of time throughout the week showing the kinds of trips that we're talking about. Daryl Maria just got back from Florida where they had the 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, full kitchen, living room, dining room, a balcony so big you could play cornhole on it, 3 championship golf courses, 5-acre water park, 10 swimming pools, big lazy river, shuttle ticket anywhere you want to go, 10 minutes from Disney, right? Tatiana paid $40,000 to belong to the timeshare at that same property they went to. They've actually been there twice in the last year. The first time they were there for 8 days for $200 something. This past time they were there for 8 days for $400 something. Tatiana, Ambassador Tatiana, literally paid $40,000 when I first called her about the business and we're having the conversation. She had just stroked a check again to pay for a timeshare to that particular property where she was getting 2 days for her 40 grand and $2,000 a year. She was getting 2 days at that property. And when she first learned that Daryl Maria were there at the same property for 8 days, she was offended. I mean, she goes, I felt like
she won't even take my calls anymore.
I mean, she felt like she was taken advantage of. And so again, the point being, we're talking about incredible vacations. You're getting 3 per year. Well, if you take $1,500 a year divided by 3, that means each trip is $500. Then just simply go look at the kinds of trips we're talking about. Now, if each trip has a base price of $500, well, if I go to a place that costs like Dubai, an extra $99, it costs $500, right? I'm getting $1,500 a year divided by 3 trips. That's $500 a trip. Plus I had to pay an extra $99 to go to Dubai. That trip cost me $600. Well, where's Dubai? It's at a 5-star property, waterfront, breakfast included for 3 people. You're there 6 days. The breakfast alone is $50 per person. It's $150 a day in breakfast times 6 days, right? Clearly, I can't go there for $600. It's unbelievable value. If you look at the place that Gina and I went to in Cabo San Lucas, we were oceanfront, 5-star property, 7 nights, 8 days. We were there for nothing. Just traded in 1,300 points, right? That was one of our 3 trips. That means that trip cost us $500. If you go look up the place we were at, the rooms are $600 to $1,000 per night. Clearly, You can't go on that type of trip for $500. And so even if you break this thing down to where it's just about the 3 trips per year, the value that you're getting in those 3 trips, again, this thing is unbelievable. By the way, let's put that to the side for a moment. For
Yeah.
many people, if you're working this like a business with an intention for a profit, you're going to save, $400 to $500 a month in taxes. You're saving 3 to 4 times as much as the cost of the membership. Let's put that to the side. For some of you, you're going to go out and tell 3 other people about the membership. They're going to get the same level of membership that you got, which means that you are now earning more than you're spending. You're spending $125 a month, but the company's paying you $4.10 per day. If you do the math on that, that's $127.10 per month that you are earning. So they take your $125 out of your $127 that you're earning because you told 3 other people how to save big time money on travel. You actually have a profit of $2.10 per month, and you're enjoying all of the points and all of the benefits we just described for nothing. This is not coming off your credit card. You can now go save $1,500 in dining and shopping and entertainment. You can save $1,500 with the travel portal, and you can certainly get unbelievable vacations with the getaways, the trip incentive, and the world tours. And what is your cost? Nothing, nada, goose egg, zilch, cero, dinero. And if you add in the tax benefits that you're now getting on top of all of that, whose side are you on? And if you go compare that to the other companies that have ever been out there, where they're selling some kind of ancient Chinese woo-woo from the hills of Tibetan, and I know I can't make any medical claims about it. I know that it's unbelievably expensive, but let me tell you what
It
it's done
did
for me.
cure cancer.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, guys, there is no comparison in what we're doing. And this is
Nothing.
where you just got to get excited about where you are, pre-momentum, excited about what you have, the value, and start pounding on your chest about what we have and go out there boldly telling people we got something unlike you have ever seen before. Back to you, Joe.
Todd, it is just, again, obviously in training, you need to go through these things. Just again, so many people over in the chat area are just, they're blown away because they had no idea. So again, I'm really glad we took this time to go through this. And there's so much more. And guys, we're going to hopefully work on some videos and make it much easier for you. I know Deborah Taylor does these type of presentations, back office tours, and I know Renithia does it, and other people do it. But I think as a whole, even as a company, these are some things that you guys are going to start seeing us, so you understand what's in there. My brother-in-law finally enrolled, like I mentioned a little while ago. He came to Vegas and was at one of the Hilton properties here, and they wanted, one of the packages they were trying to sell him when he came out here to do the packaged tour thing, to get the free night stay, if you will. They were going to charge him $650 a month for 10 years. Guys, that's $7,800 a year times 10. What is that? That's $78,000 that he was going to pay. And then so Marie and I finally just cornered him because he sees what we do and what we've been doing, and then showed him the what we actually have. And he finally just said, okay, that just makes too much sense. But most of you have to understand, there are thousands of people here in Vegas this weekend. Thousands of people. Let me say it again. Thousands of people here in Vegas this weekend that are going to spend anywhere from 10 to 20 to 30 to 40 to 50,000 plus buying some type of timeshare, that they're not going to get access to all the places that we actually have. They're not going to have all the world tours access. They're not going to have the getaway access. They're not going to have these sites where they can book and save money. They're not going to have the access where you can enroll 3 and get yours for free. They're not going to have the opportunity that you can earn an additional profit center by just sharing the information you've got. Guys, it's nothing like this out here, and there's thousands here. I'm working trying to figure out how to tap into those people, but anybody that has any ounce of common sense, there's no question about it. Our program, our service, our opportunity is better than anything that I've seen in the marketplace to this day, period.
Yeah. I mean, one final thing I want to cover, Daryl, is the fact that we couldn't go into showing you the getaways and the world tours and showing you all the pricing from the travel portal because we're in a public forum here right now. We're streaming live to Facebook. That's going to get shared. And again, by contract, by law, you can only have the kind of pricing that we have. It's called parity law, by the way. I don't want to confuse you guys, but You cannot show this type of pricing in a public forum. I want you to think about this for a moment. These guys actually passed laws that said you cannot show the net pricing, the travel agent pricing in a public way. You cannot go put it on YouTube. You can't have a site out there unless it's password protected. You cannot go advertise on Facebook. These are the kind of, they don't want people to know what you know. They've actually passed laws trying to make sure that this is more kind of in the secret society type of a way where friend telling friend, other people, that's actually going to be true. If that was true, they'd know. There's actually a law. It's called parody law. You can go Google it. We cannot show this stuff in a public forum. And so, but privately, you can obviously take any prospect in a one-on-one situation, right? In a two-on-one, you're not streaming to Facebook, you're not streaming to Google, and you can bring them back here. And if you get good at the back office, you can start pulling up Las Vegas and Miami, and you can pull up Boston and Barcelona and Paris and Madrid, Spain, and Malaga and in Rome, and you can take a tour around the world, and you can pull up Expedia price, our price, and just go back and forth, back and forth. You can go over to the getaways. You can say, hey, let's go over to Disney, see what they got. 64 different places just in May. There's no blackout dates. There's no contracts. Hey, look at this. Here's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, full kitchen, living room, dining room, jacuzzi tub with the Roman pillars around it. It's $154. What do you think about that price, right? I mean, guys, you can go back here and literally demonstrate the product. This isn't a matter of opinion. This isn't I think. This isn't I hope. Documentation beats conversation, and learn how to navigate the back office so well that you are bringing people here on a Zoom in a private setting and using this as one of your best sales tools. So
and get together with your leadership. Your leadership will do it. I know I mentioned Ambassador Taylor. That's what she's doing. She's already done that. They do that on a regular basis. So again, guys, get together with your leadership. We're going to actually put together some additional videos where we're going to do some of that for you. But again, we got to find a password protected place to actually do that. Well, wait, who is that guy?
We got the number one income earner in all of Canada, the number one income earner in all of Mexico, the number one income earner in all of France, the Maldives, Thailand, Bali, and the Down Under, Mr. Danny Bling Bling. Of course, he's in Las Vegas, Nevada right now. Or are you on the way back?
Actually, I'm back in Kennewack. It's called Kennewack because it's whack.
It's whack. So you guys don't know that Danny's been in Las Vegas, California area for the last 5-6 weeks, having a great time, but you're back in Kennewack. You waited for the temperature to go up, then you went back.
Man,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
raining. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. I got back yesterday. I had to drive 4 hours after I landed. I just woke up and I'm like, wait a minute. My body always wake up at noon because of you, Todd. My body wakes up when it wants to. No more alarm clock, you and Daryl. And I wake up and like, oh, it's training call, right? And even though I'm tired, I'm done. Like, the flight, the drive, and everything. I went to bed. It was 6 a.m. But my body's like, well, it's noon. It's training day.
It's training day. Well, we should rename this training day. Remember the movie? They just call this training day. Hey, it's training day.
Yes. No, I want to hop on real quick to say, I don't know what you guys are talking about because I'll watch back the replay, the beginning, but there's 3 things I want to say. And I want to start with the most important one. When you join this company, when you do what we do, you surround yourself with the best type of people ever. In the world that we live in right now, there's so much negativity. There's so much people doing bad stuff. There's so many people that are being depressed, and no one is really out there looking for each other or trying to help people. I have nobody knocking on my door or calling me and say, hey, Danny, are you okay? Do you want to make some more money? I see that your car didn't start yesterday. Do you want a brand new car? I got a way that you could make $1,000 a day. Nobody's doing that kind of stuff. But when you join this company, you're surrounded by people that want to see you win. You're surrounded by people that are positive. And that whole energy is good for your health. It makes you live a lot longer when you're surrounded by positive people. And I want to give a special shout out to Daryl, because if this dude right here did not share this opportunity with me today, I would still be working at the hospital, night shift, okay? Because I've been doing it for 20 plus years. And I was doing it and I was just surviving, okay? I don't know if you guys are feeling like me on the call tonight, But if you got a job, you're not living your best life. I don't care what kind of job you have. I don't care if you're a doctor, a lawyer, a nurse, a hygienist, a tech support secretary. I don't care what you're doing. You're surviving right now. You're just making enough money. I was looking at the rent I was driving back because we're in Toronto. And I was like, oh, what if I want to move to Toronto and be closer to an international airport? Well, for a 3-bedroom, I'm looking at $3,500 minimum. What kind of job gives you that? Like, if you're alone, you can't make it. You don't make $3,500 by yourself, right? So, but to be able to move there, you need 2 incomes, sometimes 3 incomes. So that means your kids and your kids' kids are working, right? Just to cover the rent. You know, you got like your 6-year-old talking about, how can I pitch in? How can I pitch in? I want to move in this neighborhood, right? So guys, you if you have a job right now, you're surviving, and you're debating if you should have a business like this one to make it and have your best life. People are debating. I love when Todd talks about that one dude. I always forget his name, but he's like something like this, okay? Because I don't remember all the stuff by heart, but I remember the big piece when it goes, if you could make this kind of money, legit money, right? Illegally, something like that. If you could make, I don't know, $5,000 a month legally, would that be something you might be interested in doing? Right, Todd? Something like that. I know you're going to say it better than me. And if people kind of go, well, is it like, no good. It's not good for you. Because if people don't jump on it, right? If people don't jump on it, if you don't seize it right away, it's not for them. And I want people to know this. We're not looking for everybody. I know you're thinking, oh, it's travel. Everybody likes travel. The airport is busy. But that doesn't mean they want to be entrepreneurs. That doesn't mean that they actually like savings. I mean, if people really like savings, everybody with their mama and their baby mama would be at Costco right now, right? Because Costco got savings. You could save money on your gas. You could save money on food. You want some steaks? Your savings, Costco got your back. But yet, not everybody got Costco. Not everybody got Costco card, right? No, and not everybody got a Netflix card. There's savings out there, but not every. I mean, I went to the Smith store in Las Vegas, right? I went to the Smith store in Las Vegas. I bought some food. The lady's like, you have a membership? I was like, oh, snap, no. She goes, I got you. And she swiped her card for me. I was like, oh, God bless your soul. I saved like $6, right? But I didn't know. I did not know that if you had a free membership, right, you could save like money every time you buy at the Smith store. That's the groceries, you guys. That's the groceries. I went to Resort World. They have a free card, like a player's card when you go to the casino, when when they want to track how much money you give them. you know that card where they track your spending? It's a free card, you guys. It's a free FREE. Well, if you go get that card and you're parking in the parking lot, the parking is also free. But not people will walk by the big sign. The sign says free parking if you have a free card. People still walk past the thing. They walk past it. Nobody wants to get the free card. So everyone's paying $10. I'm like, hey, I know better than that. Right? I'm all about savings. I'm a savingpreneur, right? I'm a savingpreneur. Everywhere I can save, I want to save. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna write this down. I'm a savingpreneur, right?
You knew that, huh? You can feel that.
I can feel it. I feel the pen vibration coming up right now. I'm a savingpreneur. Everywhere I can save, I want to save, right? But I want to get back to what I was saying. Thanks to Daryl, I was able to join this company, right? And it changed my life. It's almost like as if he said, Danny, here's your savingpreneur doctorate, right? Here's your savingpreneur diploma. Now you go do what you want to do with it. It's not up to me. It's up to you. But if you want to, you can go get millions. Shit, you ain't got to tell me twice. And not only that, but you know what? I got to see twice. I got to see the man while I was in Las Vegas. And you know what? The 2 times that we went for lunch, me and Daryl, his wife, my mom was there and everything. When I walked out of the lunch, I was walking and where the Caesar spot was the last meal we had. And I was like, you know what? Man, I feel I gotta go get that money, man. I got like he didn't say much for me to be like, you didn't have to shake me or anything like that. But I was like, Dale said something. Yeah, I gotta go get that money, man. And that's what's powerful about this. Even when I see Todd, when I see David, when I go to David and I see David's house, I'm like, man, I gotta go get this money, man. Like there's something about when you're surrounded by people that have success, surrounded by people that are hungry. Like, guys, listen to this. When I get tired when I sit down because I'm always working. So the minute I sit down, I pass out. Just like Todd getting to a cab in Paris, the dude will knock out, right? You put Todd in any taxi, he'll go like this. And then he wake up. He'll be like, titanium, $69.95, you get your 3. The minute he gets out of the car, he's on. But if he's sitting, he pass out. So when when you yawn, you go, automatically the person next to you starts yawning. Did you notice that? It doesn't matter if they're wide awake. It could be like 9 o'clock in the morning. You yawn, they yawn. It's contagious. I don't know if anybody did a research on it. If you guys go to research on that and you get like a special prize, Nobel prize, hey, put Danny on it because I put you on that one. Okay, so being around people like that got money, that got success, is just like when you yawn. Like it's contagious. So you need to be here. You need to be to the events. You need to be around people like Daryl, like Todd, like David, like myself. And you got, man, these guys are hungry. I'm hungry too. Like I want some food. You could ask anybody in your car. You could be driving past Chick-fil-A or something, be like, hey, you hungry for some Chick-fil-A? Someone be like, well, I already ate, but yeah, that sounds good. Like people get contagious, right? It's like a virus. So you need to be around. If you guys are not in the company, it's normal that you're not hungry. You guys are surrounded by people that got jobs, J-O-B, just over broke. You guys are surrounded by people that think everything is a scam, right? Still confused about money. You're surrounded by the wrong people every day, all day. That's the problem. You need to be surrounded by people that are hungry. You need to always be connected with people that want more money. Because if not, you're always going to stay in that survival mode. And that's a problem. That's a big issue. If you want to save the world, save yourself first. Once you save yourself, you can save others. Let them know, you know what? I discovered something that you cannot lose. And then I'll end it with this last thing. I'll end it with a story, guys. Right? End it with a story, guys. I think I said it on the training, but I got to say this again. Right? Todd and Daryl always talk about sowing. Well, guess what, guys? You're going to sow. You might get some people. You might not get some people. But sometimes you'll get some people. And that person, their belief, right? Their belief in the company will be okay, like 80%. Their belief on the product will be like 60%. But the belief in themselves will be like 2%. Right? They'll quit on themselves before they quit on everything else, right? And so for them, it's like, I can't make it. It's not for me. But if they do come in and they do a little bit of work and you teach them just how to do peak, pass, and plug, which is share them a video, right? Peak someone's interest, share a video, and cut your 3-way call. The faster you get them to put you on the phone with somebody, the faster you get them to give you their list of names. Guess what? You guys won. Basically, look at it like this. This is a hack. Okay, this is a hack right here. Right? I don't care how many people quit on me. And I'll tell you why. Because the first 30 days that they're in, they paid, right? Once they join, they paid. If they quit, well, most likely it's going to happen in the first 30 days. Even if they quit, if I got a chance to get to their list, if I got a chance to get them to do the peak, pass, plug, and put me on the phone with people, well, guess what? I know I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to quit. So what happens? What thing's going to happen? What's going to happen is something that happened to me this week. 3-way chat opens up. Hey, Danny, and so. I'm ready to get started. You know, you guys were sewing and you put some water on me, and I saw some live and some more lives. Well, now I'm ready to get started. Well, hold on a second. Hey, so. Guess what? We got your first one. The number you have reached is unavailable. The number you have reached, I quit on myself because, I was a 2%. I was sewing for free because I didn't believe in myself. Oh, Danny, well, I quit last week. I forgot to call you. You can have this one. Yeah, Danny. You know what? I really, really want to do this, but I'm surrounded by poor people with poor mindset. I want to stay poor just with them. Is that okay with you? All right, no problem. Well, guess what? I'm gonna swoop that direct for myself. Thank you, Christmas, cha-ching, right? And I hope that person is in Puerto Rico so I could be the #1 income earner out of Puerto Rico. I don't care where that person's from. Gee, right? So now I'm thinking because I'm thinking what Daryl said. Daryl's like, Danny, man, there's so many people coming to Las Vegas. There's so many people all over the world. Man, we gotta be able to sign like 50 a month. What? Man, I don't want to sign 2 a month. I want to sign like 50. I'm like, wait a minute. If I sold 10 times more, even if they quit, oh shit. You know what? Let me go knock on every freaking door there is, right? And you know what? I'm gonna be evil. I don't be care. I'm even motivated to quit, so I could come back and be like, oh, you remember that dude? You know when you quit back in 2023 in May on May 16? You remember when you quit? Sure, that guy that you were sewing on, right? Well, guess what? He's a Danny Seguinal #2. And about to blow this thing up. I just made $10,000 in commission because he became an ambassador. Yeah, that's right. I do the math. Every time someone becomes an ambassador, it's direct to you. Just in coded commission, I made $10,000. Just want to let you know. Bye-bye now. Click. Right? I want to be that guy that calls everybody like, guess what? It's a $10,000 call. I got another ambassador thanks to you. Just want to let you know, all right? Everything going to be okay. Bye-bye now. Click. And I'm going to call everybody. And I want them to be like, man, that Danny guy's kind of mean. No, I was trying to inspire you. You took it the wrong way. That's it. That's all I got. That's what I got for you guys right now.
Well, Danny, you talk about graduate and get your PhD, but the truth is, Daryl helped you get your MBA. And your MBA, that's a massive bank account, buddy. Massive bank account. Got your MBA and your lawyer.
MBA.
Well, I don't think anybody ever needs any more coffee today or for your Red Bull. You do not need that. You just had the Red Bull for the next week with Danny. Unbelievable.
I don't even drink coffee. I didn't have nothing. No coffee, no nothing. Hey, listen. Oh, crazy story real quick. So I hop on the plane, right? Because I missed the savings. So I took Swoop Airline, which is kind of like your Frontier, whatever you guys got. So I hop on the plane. We get to Canada, and the people on the bus with me to get my car, they're like, "Oh, did you know that they canceled all the flights? But our flight was the only one they didn't cancel." I was like, "Shut your mouth!" I go, "Really?" So yeah. I go, "It was all over the news. WestJet and Swoop, the pilots were on strike until 3 a.m. the day before." So I looked at my mom, all upset. Mom, aren't you the news expert? Aren't you always watching the news? You couldn't tell me that we could have been stuck or we had to stay an extra week in Las Vegas? I would have been mad, but I'm just saying. So I look at my mom. My mom was like, when I'm in Canada, I watch the news. I got nothing to do. But when you take me to Las Vegas for 5 weeks, man, I don't even turn on the TV. I'm at the pool. I'm eating buffet. I don't have time to look at the news. Life is good. When life is good, you don't watch the news. When life is bad, that's when you watch all the bad stuff on TV. So the lady tells us that they were on strike, and it got me thinking again. I said, first of all, it got me thinking like, God is good. He's like, oh, you blessed my plane. Thank you. I must have done some good. I must have helped some people, see the light. Right? And the second thing I was thinking, I was like, why did they go on strike again? And then the person next to me said, well, they wanted more money. Ah, of course, right? So they have a job, they're pilots, and they're like, man, I think they're taking advantage of us. I don't know. I don't care about the $65 an hour, whatever they're making. They're like, man, we don't get paid enough money for this job. That got me thinking, how many people out there are not happy with the salary, the hourly rate that they're earning right now? Slowly, everybody's starting to feel like, you know what, with the inflation, we're not making enough money. That's why in France, they're going on strike every single day. I was in France. Guess what? Everybody in the train, the airlines, the whole month of March, they were on strike. I was almost stuck there again. But hey, God bless his souls. Like, Danny, I got that one plane for you. I got that one train. You're going to make it home. Because I was there for like 5 weeks. But people are going on strike all the time. Right now, more and more, because they're complaining about their income. Well, hello. Hey, we got you. We got more money for you. And we have a pay plan. We have a comp plan, whatever you want to call it, that you are paid for your effort. You're paid. The more you make more money, the more people you help. You guys ever look at the company like that? The company is not like, oh, if you work harder and you sweat and you got like, you know, your fingers are hurting, you know, and you lose a tooth or something by accident. No. Our comp plan, right? Our comp plan is based on how many people you bless. It's a comp plan of blessing. The more people you bless, the more money you make. Ain't that the best comp plan ever? The more people you have having extra money, right? Do you have that comp plan at your job, guys? Can you guys go help people get a job and then they pay you more because you brought Billy, Bob, Mike, right, in the business so that they can help the company? No. But over here, the more people you bless, your money goes up and up and up. And it's a comp plan that smacks inflation, right? Inflation don't touch us at all. Man, inflation could do whatever inflation wants to do. We're like this. Yeah, I'm good. I'm okay. I'm good. Inflation. What's up? Who are you? Hey, stop knocking on my door. Right? We have a comp plan that inflation can't touch us. So whatever it is that I said tonight for you guys to get motivated, be like, man, they didn't have good, whatever. Watch this back on Facebook and be hungry, go to work and know that's not for everybody, but there's a lot of people looking for what we have. And I see Deborah, Coach D is there, and she's gonna add some extra sauce on top of what I just said, and then you guys are gonna be good to go, right? She's gonna add some sprinkle on that stuff. Woo! And then it's game over. All right. So be ready for Coach G. Coach G, I give it to you.
Awesome, Danny. By the way, one final
Unbelievable.
comment about the strike. Just remind everybody, Jim once said you cannot get rich by demand. That's the problem with striking. You might get a little pay raise, but it's not going to get you a fortune. You can't get rich by demand. Danny's right. You don't have to strike for more money. You just have to come here. Coach D, what say you?
Boy, how do you follow that up? All I'm going to say is that it has to do, you know, Danny is so, me and him been in the business about the same amount of time. And Danny is always pumped up. Like he's like always on 10, right? But the thing is that he can back up what he says. And it has to really do with the power of belief. If you see many of the ambassadors, the 3-star, 4 stars, even the 2 stars, it has to do with the power of belief. And we just got off of a call doing the same thing, the back office training, but we actually did a front office training. So we actually showed the website, the power of, if you've never been through the front of the website and all of the different pages on the website, you need to go and read the power of the front of the website. It gives the vision. It gives clear power to believe in what we do and how we do it, Danny. And so, and what I love about what you said is that we're a blessing to be a blessing. And as we begin to bless other people, our income change. And I've always believed that. I believe that the more you give people what they want, God will give you what they want. Belief increases. I'm going to teach on this, but the power of belief, it increases your vision. So without belief, you don't have vision. It gives you the power of vision. You have vision. It increases the strength of your will, because when you got belief, even through all the adversity that I went through, Todd and Daryl and Danny, that y'all seen me go through, it was my power to have vision and my husband's belief and my belief to believe in this business and the strength of his will to live, right? It was the strength of his will to live, to get the 2-star director to live. That was the strength of his belief. And then it creates resilience. You know, if you believe in Trevorium, if you come to the July 15th event in Las Vegas, it's going to boost your belief. And if it boosts your belief, being around other people, it's like a memory just came up when we were all in San Diego. And it was me and Mel. I think we were the only ones that wasn't ambassadors at the time. And that was at the time David said, "You're going to go ambassador." And I was like, yeah, okay. Right. But my belief changed sitting at that table, eating breakfast with all of those ambassadors. And it created resilience for me. It created a sense of being able to say, hell yeah, I can do this. Even at my age, I can do this, right? Not like my daughter said, I'm an official senior citizen. I'm part of the old lady gang, right? Right? We got a Trevorium group that travels together. She called us the old lady gang. We are on our way to Puerto Verada, right? And then the last thing is belief ignites and activates. Who any more activated than Danny? Lord have mercy. So I'm excited. I'm excited to be in July 15th, to be in Las Vegas. I'm excited for the resilience of our team. I'm just excited because our belief, you know, all has to do with your belief. And so if you can get up your belief, you'll be a Danny, you'll be a Deborah, you'll be you in this business, because everybody's journey is different. You may not have to go through the hell that I went through. You may not have to go through the stuff. Me and Danny spent some time together in Dubai, and he was sharing some of the same pain that I had, you know, with the team, with the people leaving, coming, folks infighting, all the stuff that you go through as an ambassador that nobody ever talks about. But at the end of the day, what I tell my team, and I'm gonna close with this, it costs something to be in these spots. And if you're not willing, if you can't handle being a director, a 1-star director, a 2-star director, a 3-star director, a 4-star director, you sure in the hell can't be an ambassador. I'll close with that.
Well,
Absolutely incredible, Coach D.
That's it.
Yeah.
Can't. You got to be able to handle the warfare. You got to be able to handle the coming and going. You got to handle being misunderstood and talked about. You got to handle your belief, regardless of what people said about me, regardless even, and they don't give you a play. Sometimes people don't give you a play, even when they know you're going through. You know, when I thought about my last 2 years, my husband passing, some people on my team didn't even give me a play. They didn't care my husband died. They didn't care. They didn't give me a play. They didn't give me a play, right? They were more worried and concerned about how I say things, how I do things. They didn't care about I went through cancer. They only cared about what they want. And so when you're in this place, you better make sure that your belief is at a point. And this is what this conference is going to do for you. It's going to get your belief way up. And that's what we want to do. So God bless you, Daryl. God bless you, Maria. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow on our team call. And Danny, you just keep being Danny. You know, everybody ain't gonna lie, but honey, you getting paid to be you. That's what I tell them. I get paid to be me. I'm driving 2 brand new cars, and Trevorium done bought me 5. I get paid for being Deborah. I don't care if I misspell a word or don't quite say it right. I get paid in Trevorium for being me. And you get paid for being you. Y'all want to get paid for being you. God bless you. Love you, Maria. I see your finger. You like cousin it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Again, that's why, you know, when we talk during the week, you know, Deborah Taylor, when we have those conversations, you just listen to the wisdom. She comes from wisdom, you know, not only just in this industry, she's got that as well, but just the worldly wisdom. And she comes across as that motherly person. And again, moms sometimes have to bite you. Sometimes they got to spank that bottom. But her leadership skills and what she's done to grow this business has just been unbelievable. So, hey, we celebrate you. We're thankful for you being here today, jumping on. And I wish you'd jump on every week and have your Coach D ambassador segment every single week. Maybe we'll get to that point as well. But Todd, again, just piggybacking on what they just said, July 15th, guys, if you haven't got your tickets, you're missing out. And I don't know what else we can say. We say it all the time. You're either in it or you're not. You're either going to come up with excuses or you're not, and you can't have both. You either have excuses or results. You can't have both of those. So hopefully you can figure out how to get on here and be here on July 15th. Maria and I just made the decision that we are going to go to Hawaii. Just spoke to corporate and got that lined up. I understand Keith's going to be there, so we'll get a chance to meet Keith. We'll meet him in Vegas before that time. But if anybody wants to go to Hawaii in August, guys, I'm the 2nd through the 6th. Let's go have some fun. Keith Brown's going to be there. I'm sure a bunch of other people. I just obviously know his name because David and I were talking. My buddy Gary Thompson is going to be going. Virginia Moore should be going, and Todd, we're trying to get a few more people to go as well.
Well,
So
the company's got a whole promotion. I don't know if they've officially announced it or not, but there's a whole promotion happening around.
yeah, it's out, Todd. It's out.
Okay. Okay. So again, if you get people to Hawaii, you can earn some extra nights there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. So if you guys want to go, just let me know or just get back in touch with us. But so Todd, hey, I guess we're done, with what Danny came on and did, breath of fresh air. And then of course, having that, Deborah Taylor, Ambassador Taylor come on. Great. We started off with, showing the back office and some of the things that most people don't know about in there. And guys, that is critical for so many people that we saw in there. Maria, you actually participated. You got anything you want to say, Chloe?
No, just make sure that you are doing what you need to do by going through the information. And we talked about the value of the membership. Take yourself back there. You just go ahead and click on stuff and don't be afraid, because remember, we're in the days now, the digital age of you can click on stuff now. Back in the day, you couldn't click on stuff because then your computer would shut down and go blue screen. But now we're in where you can just go and observe, go and, take a look at different things in your back office and click on things, see where it goes. I mean, that's how I learned it. I'm this only an expert because I've done it and gone through that. So just make sure that you just be a product of the product, book your vacations, understand the comp plan. We have training videos and things that you can learn more and become a student, because back in the day we were students of this industry, we were students of whatever that we were trying to market in the marketplace. So it's important for you to take that next step up and become a student of what you want. If you want time freedom, money freedom, become a student of that so that you know what's going on and how to do it.
Okay, and guys, real quick, Atomic Habits, if you haven't gotten it, there's a couple of chapters on our site, on the training site, rather, learnthistraining.com. You can actually get on there. One thing I will close with, Todd, is guys, you got to have reasons. Some people likes their job, some people don't like their jobs, but what do you do every single Monday, whether you like it or not? And majority of people has been proven that they would rather do something else. You get up on Monday morning and you go to your job. Sometimes you may not even be feeling well. Sometimes there may be some challenges in your family life or things that are going on. Sometimes you just, from the weekend, you're just tired. You don't want to go to work. But there's one thing that makes you get up and go to work. Do you guys know what that is? You have a reason to go. You know what those reasons are? You got your bills to pay. You've got your mortgage to pay or rent to pay. You got the electric bill. You got the car note to pay. Those are reasons that make you get up and do things you don't want to do. You have reasons. If you can now develop reasons to be successful in this business with that we talked about here today, and we talk about all the time, if you can develop big reasons, they can't be tiny. They've got to be reasons like, I didn't want to have a job. That was a huge reason for me. I hated working a job and being away from home every single day. I hated it. So the one thing I'll leave you with is you've got to develop reasons. If you are not to where you want to go or not heading in the right direction to where you want to go, you don't have enough reasons. So figure that out. You've got reasons to do things you don't like go to work, and do those things. Most people don't like that. But if you develop reasons for being successful here and they're big enough, ladies and gentlemen, you can become anything you want. And the reason I'm here today is because of habits. The reason Todd's here today is because of habits. The reason Coach D is here today because of habits. The reason Danny's here today is because they're habits. The reason Maria's here today is because they're habits. Guys, our habits used to be over there doing this. Now our habits are going here, and we learned how to change them even before we had read this book. You change your habits, you can change your life. Todd, back to you. Unbelievable day, buddy.
No, guys, it's been an incredible training. We're 8 hours at the top of the hour today. We got to talk. You got to hear from MJ, the very best to ever do it, and Miss Maria talking about the value of our product. Hopefully, you've established in your mind, guys, you have to go out of your way to not have this thing be a financial winner for you just on the product side, even before we get to the compensation program. You got to hear from Danny Bling Segwinal. It almost went over so quickly. You almost didn't catch it, Daryl. He talked about being in Vegas for 5 weeks, taking his mom there.
Yeah,
How
5 weeks.
Yeah, and that was after a month ago. He was in Europe for 5 weeks.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys caught that. He was in Europe for 5 weeks, and he was in Vegas for 5 weeks, right? And so, I mean, who wants to live that lifestyle? You got all of that wisdom from Coach D. By the way, tomorrow night, Sunday night, as they do every Sunday, you got the fireside chat. You got Pastor Mel, Coach D, every single Sunday. I heard you guys are going to be guests tomorrow night. Obviously, that's going to be incredible. Monday night, we got our CEO and founder on the corporate update call. Tuesday night, two of the very best to ever do it. Daryl and Marie are on here. Wednesday, Thursday, got me and Danny on here. And so, guys, hey, do not let the day end without taking some of what you learned today and applying it, right? Make sure you read 10 pages of a good book today, 15 minutes of positive audio today, contact 3 to 5 people today. Make that an atomic habit, right? Do it, and do it again. Do the right things, even when the wrong things are happening, and you will, in fact, arrive. If you've not booked Las Vegas, Nevada, make sure you book it. By the way, we got this promotion with Hawaii. If you're looking for a world tour, hey, Keith Brown, the guy went 4-star director in like 60 days, or I lose track. But I mean, he's setting
2 minutes and 58 seconds.
Yeah. He's setting records in the company, right? You're going to have Daryl, Maria Roberts, two of the very best to ever do there. Who doesn't want to hang out on the beaches of Hawaii and not only have fun, but learn the secrets of success? If you've not booked Hawaii, you've not booked a world tour, hey, why not Hawaii with Daryl, Maria, and Keith Brown? Hey, guys, appreciate every single one of you. Love you guys. Thank you, Daryl. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Danny, Bling, and Coach D, and everybody else, all right? See you guys tomorrow night. Till then, God bless everybody.